These twin lads, Chris and his brother, were 9 when they picked up Morse code. They tapped messages under the dinner table whenever Mom told them to quit yapping and tapped through the wall between their bedrooms every night. Then Chris ended up in a nasty car crash, and the doctor said he'd never wake up. So the brother dragged a chair beside the bed, grabbed Chris's hand and tapped, "Oi, you there, mate?" Nothing. Still, the lad came back the next afternoon and tapped again before heading off. Same line every single time. "See you tomorrow, Chris." About a week later, Chris's fingers twitched against his, and the lad nearly toppled off the chair. He waved down a nurse, and she barely glanced up, just reflexes. Love doesn't mean much, so the kid bought a notebook the next day and started jotting down every tiny twitch. 4 months in, Mom spotted him scribbling and said, "How long you planning to keep this up?" Until he taps back. "He's not tapping back. You're chatting to a corpse." Dad lasted a bit longer before pulling him into the hallway. "Listen, we need to talk about donating your brother's organs." "His fingers move every time I hold his hand, Dad. The nurses reckon those are reflexes." "Stop winding yourself up, son," he said. "Don't care what the nurses reckon. You're not donating my brother's organs." But a week later, the parents called to have Chris moved to some long-term place to fade out and booked a meeting to sign the papers. The afternoon before that meeting, the lad tapped into Chris's palm like always. But this time something tapped back. Short, 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 long, 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 short, 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 SOS. The kid grabbed his hand. "Chris, if that's you, squeeze once." Chris squeezed so hard the lad's knuckles nearly popped. He barged straight into the meeting room and said, "My brother just answered me." The caseworker sighed and said, "This happens a lot when families aren't ready to let go." The parents nodded, so he snatched the transfer papers. "You're not signing a thing till you see this." He marched them to Chris's bed and grabbed his hand. "Ask him anything, go on." The caseworker asked what year it was. "Make sure to like and follow." Chris squeezed out the answer. Count to 5. 5 perfect squeezes. His mom's name tapped out letter by letter. By the 10th question, even she went quiet. "He's still alive. We can't move him." Weeks later, the lad asked Chris, what kept him hanging on when everyone gave up? "Heard Mum call me a corpse. Heard Dad say, donate my organs. Heard everyone walk out except you." So he asked, "Why?" "Just wanted to see you too, mate."